Hi everyone, I'm going to run through the teaching points just for the Sumo Deadlift. I covered the Kettlebell deadlift and the single leg deadlift, but in quite a few of my workouts I have the Sumo Deadlift, and it primarily works the inner part of the leg. So if you have any issues with the inside of the legs being a little maybe untoned, this is the sort of exercise that you want to do. It's also very good for the glutes, and generally, given that you will have a wider base, you will you'll find you'll be able to lift a heavier weight, and I'll show you the way of doing that with 1 and 2 kettlebells. It's pretty straightforward, so I'll just go through that now. I'll demonstrate first of all. From the side. So basically, as you can see, it's a very wide stance and the feet are facing outwards. Imagine if they were, that's 90 degrees, you want to go to 45 degrees. The knees follow the feet. If you practice this with body weight only, you want to bend at the hips and knees as like you would in a squat. And keeping the head up, the back upright, and keeping the core nice and tight. And then stand back up. Whenever you're standing up again, squeeze with the glutes and the hips will come forward, and that's where you get the real glute activation there. Because it's a deadlift, the weight is on the floor. And you want to stand over the bell so you know where it is to grab onto. Allowing the squat to come down, holding onto the kettlebell, keeping the shoulders back, and then stand up under control. Breathe out. Lower under control as well. You can allow the kettlebell to stop on the floor if it's a really heavy weight, and then compose yourself again, and then really squeeze and power up. If it's not, you can actually just hover above the floor and up again. That way the muscle is get under tension the whole time and it feels like a heavier weight. Advancing it by using 2 kettlebells. They don't have to be the same weight, which is good. If you don't have 2 of the same weight, this means you can still advance it. Starting off, again, this time obviously one hand goes on one kettlebell, the other on the other. And allowing the back to remain straight, remember. Feet outwards, head up, breathe in, and lower. Squeezing the glutes. Obviously then, you're doing 1 set, swap the kettlebells around, so you're getting that balance there between each side. Having 2 different weights, always be cautious of the heavier side pulling you. Really try to work against that and keeping the core and the shoulders straight. Then wider stance, remembering to keep the head up, shoulders back, and then just sit back, keeping the head up and the back straight. Hold on to the kettlebells, come to a bit parallel, and then power up. When you're at the top, just allow the shoulders to come back slightly. You don't need to overextend the back again. Keeping the glutes nice and tight, then lower under control and rise under control. So that's really it for the kettlebell sumo deadlift.